Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm going to show the screen today. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all for being here, man. And yes, that intro gets me pumped every time. We put in so much work, 1,000 days on the grind. And, you know, you don't get an intro like that without putting in the work, meeting people throughout the industry, traveling around, taking my travel setup wherever we go, and just handling it no matter what. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. At the beginning of every live stream, we put the lemon into the water. We may forget maybe 1 out of 500 days, but usually we're pretty good about it. We put the lemon into the water here. We decalcify the pineal gland. We open our mind up to a new consciousness. We begin to bring in the reality that we control our own fate, our own reality. Nobody else does. No emotions can make us do anything. No one else can make us do anything. We are in control of our lives. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get hydrated. Did you work out today? I did. I did the dynamic core. I was doing side planks, right? Down and up. I was doing side planks up and over with one leg on one leg over. It was an amazing, I was doing Supermans, Rocketmans. If you know what those are, you're leaning on your chest with your back, you know, and your knees up like a banana. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless you. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's jump into the charts. I made gains last night in my sleep. We're going to talk about it. We're going to show you the trade for Bitcoin. You could probably learn something from the trade, and we're going to move on from there. I'm going to take care of this windy noise coming from the fan here, and we're going to move on up. Shout out to everybody here. Oh, if I just move here, can I keep it outside of the wind? And let's take a big sip of the water. My goodness. And that heat wave is over, so it's hot, but it's not too hot. Now, let's get there. I did, dude. I turned it to the right screen. Arion Network. Remember someone asked about it yesterday? Area. That thing is up in gains. We're going to talk about how this channel makes gains, just coming to it. And we're just going to break down what happened last night for Bitcoin, all right? And we're going to talk about this. Is this an Adam and Eve double top that's beginning to form here? Or are we making some type of flag that could break us on out? We're going to discuss that. We're going to break it down. Get ready for Bitcoin. And what is this shape forming here that I'm starting to see? Is this going to break to the upside? What are the possibilities? You probably want to stay tuned for that. Let's get the music back up and running. And yeah, let's just jump back in to this live, baby. Another 100 subs and climbing, 46,000, 199 too, actually. We're about to cross 200. We probably cross it during the live stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you like stimulated thought, if you like to be free, if you like love, if you like the pursuit of happiness, if you want to help other people gain knowledge and therefore gain financial freedom through that knowledge, then jump on into the live. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's break it down. Let's break it down, all right? So I already know what I want to show you. I've got a lot to talk about. JOYSTREAM continuing. I looked at it in this little, like ascending triangle. Continues to the upside. We put out JOYSTREAM. It is now holding gains. It was holding gains of 58%, came back down again to 43. The daily, though, look, if you watch this on the daily, which it looks great on the daily, and it just broke out nicely on the daily, bit of a WW bottom that could send us further, a W double bottom, sorry, a WW bottom, a WWF, right? And MACD just crossed. I mean, it says you have more legs to the upside here. A little bit of a wick sell-off. It is a very small coin, and it's been ripping since it came out of this little bull flag to the upside, too, as well. Down at about a half a penny. Is that, half a penny. And look, it's done a 4X. It went from 5 to 20 from August 4th, right? So, again, and we were talking about it somewhere around here. I started looking at it. There was people in my group, I think were on it even before me. My group is amazing. I started seeing people talk about this early bird style, right? We made a trade last night for Bitcoin. How do we do it? Let's break it down. What happened? Well, I was on the 1 hour time frame. Let's talk about it. How do we make gains last night? Well, last night I was looking at this as a falling wedge, retesting the previous support level, all right? When I zoomed into the 15-minute, I was getting, it was weird, but like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder vibe. Really strange, or that was a shoulder, that was a head. I was getting this like sloppy inverted head and shoulder vibe. And I opened up along to the upside here, and I played it easy peasy, all right? I set my, and this is what I do. I saw that there was a high volume node. I saw we had a gap in the VRVP, right? All made sense that we could probably get a move to the upside. Support, boom. My measured move is going to be usually to that resistance area. 25,298, right? I got in like right around somewhere here, and I slid the stop loss. I believe we were at a 259. Just, I like to keep my stop loss below the 200 SMA. Again, this was last night. So if we go back in time, right here. And I tried the trade once right here, and this came down a little bit, and I was down like $7, and I closed the trade. Came up, it came down again, and I opened the trade again. Right before I went to bed. I was in bed on my phone. But I was also, my mind, you know, I did open up the trade on my phone in bed. But what I will say is I had been tracking the idea all day, all afternoon. And in bed, so it wasn't like I just went to bed and opened up a trade. I completed the idea in my mind that I was looking for. You know what I mean? Because that's a teaching moment too. I want to, like, you know, we stay on that idea. Like, you start looking at the trade, you analyze the trade, and you keep a corner of your mind focused for that trade. All right? So. And we wake up to gains. You know, I woke up with a clean 30% gain on Bitcoin. In at 25,920, out at 26,165. Right? So. And I believe it even did go a little higher, which was interesting. But there you have it. So, Bitcoin, baby. And so you wake up to gains. Right? And that was 32x leverage. Wyver was not happy. Liver's playing on his phone in bed. You know what's funny? It's kind of a... Nah, it's a personal thing. I'll keep it to myself. Well, like we have like 2 extra bedrooms in my house. And for years, my wife slept with my baby. You know what I mean? Just now, I don't even want to say it because I keep as much personal information personal because you never know. Even like, but so there's a bedroom right next to my trading room, and some nights I just go in there and pass out. So some nights I do sleep alone, which is like, you know, oh no. And last night was one of those nights. So breaking down Bitcoin now, I see a bit of a flag here on the 15-minute getting oversold, and this thing could pop. And it's a bit of a cup and handle, see? And it's funny, we haven't been drawing the cup and handles recently, right? Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We are live now, baby. So my aunt, finally, her funeral will be Friday. So Friday's live stream will be cut a little short. Probably, I'll be like 10 to 11. It will probably be 1 hour. All right. And we'll go from there. All right. Yeah, CPI data was out today. We're going to break that down and talk about it as well. All right. CPI, baby. CPI. $9.13. CPI for all items rises 0.6 in August. Gasoline and shelter are up. All right. Next release, October 12th at 8:30. We're going to take a look at this. We're going to break it down. We're going to tell you what it means and how it could affect the markets. All right. I believe it was kind of priced in a little bit. People can see the prices the night before. I mean, things aren't going down, right? I'll tell you, they're never going to get to 2%. I'm going to run on it. And the people that were basically pushing Bitcoin and really, you know, into Bitcoin, so, and again, we were expected to come in at 3.2. It was 3.2. It was expected to come in at 3.5. We came in at 3.7. So a little higher than we wanted to. But we're going to break down that data for you. I like to do it. It's fun for me. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I love to nerd out on statistics. So, but I do see an oversold 15-minute. I see a 1 hour that wants to crush us bad. right? So the 1 hour looks absolutely bearish with a high, a low, and a lower high, telling us that we're likely going to drop. It's a bit of a double top M pattern here that could break us to the downside. However, you never know. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP, see if there's a short squeeze coming, and take a look at that as well, all right? Shout out to all my beautiful lifers in the house. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Your time is valuable. I don't want to waste it. We're going to keep it moving for you every single day here on the channel. Thank you for being an exclusive lifer. Shout out to Brad LeBlanc. We love you for jumping on in. God bless you for showing your support to the lifers, man. It means the world to us that you would do that. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. And shout out to everyone here. Juan Estevez, Baby G, JV, Crunk C, Stack McChange, and everybody in the house. So are we going long or short? Are we going to get crushed by the 1 hour? Or is there some magnificent, amazing chance that things go our way and this scalp plays to the upside? Or are we coming right back down to this point of control at 25,870? And are we losing this key level that we keep going back above at 25,925, 930, you know? And then you could call it right here. We even have a little level here we're above at about 26,080, all right? So local line. Those are two heavy resistances. We're going to break it down for you in a second and talk about what I see likely going to happen. The 7-minute right now wants to make a bit of a boom. I could see a 7-minute short squeeze while everyone looks at the 1 hour, and what they're going to do is they're going to look at the 1 hour. People that don't know how to look at the smaller time frames, they're going to look at the 1 hour, they're going to short. And it looks to me like they may get caught here in a short squeeze here for some liquidity back up to 26,004, 26,500. It may even come on a wick, ding, just like yesterday. BOOKMAP does suggest that we do go lower. There's more liquidity to the downside than to the upside. Clear as day here at 26,000, at 25,600. All right. So what is this? This is a heat map order book. All right. It shows us where the orders are. This is BOOKMAP. Link in the description below. Check out BOOKMAP. All right. I am affiliated with them. They support the channel. They like what they see. I also go live on BOOKMAP's channel once a week, Tuesdays at 1 to 2 o'clock. Look, a trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what the candlesticks are hiding. See what's behind the zone here. All right. And I do a Bitcoin update every single night and every single morning. That looks to break up to the upside. That's a bit of a cup and handle. Tight moving averages. Everything looking pretty good to me. Starting to get a bit of a pump here. The 7 and the 15 minute both look like they want an aggressive turn to the upside out of the Sammy cup and handy. If we can break above 26,240, get somewhat of a retest on a very small time frame, the 1 minute, that looks like it could be a beautiful play to the measured move at 26,555, and we do have a little bit of order book there. Now, is this guaranteed to happen? No. But right now, we're getting a pump. Am I pumping Bitcoin because I said it's about to pump and everyone's jumping in now? No, I can't do that. All right? A slight divergence here, too, is it's like a Class C, as this isn't as sharply downtrending as that one is. And there we're getting the pump to the upside out the flag. Even right now, you can see you'd be in the money off the lips of my tongue, off the tip of my tongue as I just speak, right? Mr. Price, I would like to say I listen to a lot of YouTube channels and your analysis and TA is spot on, most accurate in all of crypto YouTube. Thank you for everything you offer, man. Thank you for saying that, man. I don't want to, build myself up and get a big head, but I do appreciate when people say they watch a lot of YouTube and they like my spot on analysis. Is MX in the buy zone? No market maker taker fees on MXC, baby. I'm bullish. Dude, MEXC is the bomb diggity. And I am also bullish on MEXC. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go, baby. Not your average channel. Not your average education. Let's go. Now, one thing I'm also seeing is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Like this is also, I see resistance. If you can't flip this area at 26,240, expect more downside. So as bullish as I am, also channel, bottom, top. Usually if you hit the bottom, top, you could come back down to at least the bottom of the channel, and the 1 hour is bearish. Okay. Let's see if the smaller time frames can break us out. What I like about trading small time frames is you usually, for me personally, they usually either break out or they just kind of start to go sideways, and then I get out of the trade, you know? Bigger time frames, you get stopped out for bigger money or make money, but the smaller time frames either confirm it's going to happen or usually kind of get nil. Now, sometimes they go down a little bit, I jump out, and then the pump happens. It happens, but I lose less when I trade, you know, I like trading smaller time frames. All right. And here I'm going to pin it. If you were in my trading group, you would have been privy to JOYSTREAM making gains. You would have been privy to all the things that the elite was putting out. They hit TRB for gains. Okay. So gains on gains. And the testimonials are amazing. Shout out to all the people writing beautiful testimonials. I really appreciate them. If you made gains with me, if you're feeling good, you're in a good mood, come on in here and write a testimonial. It's free. All it does is help your soul and me. It's great. And so many people, look, this goes on and on. I have testimonials. If you want to join my trading group and you're skeptical and you're like, I don't think I can learn, I don't know what he does. There's so many weirdos on YouTube that say this and say that. Is he one of them? I don't know if he's authentic and all that. Just come on into here and see what people were saying. And I'm telling you right now, if 10 of these don't convince you that your life could change, I don't know what you're reading. You know what I mean? This stuff is absolutely marketing fire. You people are amazing. So look, the elite putting out charts. TRB gaining, bang, you know, going up 11%. And I believe it went up even more. A gain of 25% on the wick to the upside for TRB, right? We even talked about liking TRB. People took gains last night in the trading group. All right, and there's other setups I got up there that I'm looking at. I don't want to spoil it. CPI release. PPI data coming out tomorrow, okay? Then we have the FOMC meeting and a GDP report too, okay? And we're going to give you the, and look, boom. Last night, you get an update for Bitcoin before I go to sleep, all right? 11:32 p.m., breaking down what I see happening, all right? Assuming you're the father. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, my wife's pregnant. He's like, I'm assuming you're the father. Like, so I see along to the upside here an aggressive 15-minute. When the 15-minute curves aggressively like that, many times I get a big break to the upside. So I'm seeing a short squeeze about to come in.
Support resistance. All price does is it either goes up.
Funny. I also watch YouTube sometimes. And look, I put out this Filecoin idea here. Look at this thing in an inverted head and shoulder, already up to the upside. That thing is breaking out to the, you know, boom. I looked at this morning, right when I woke up, drew the neckline. It's already breaking up of the neckline. So Cassics were a little high, but this thing just says, hey, I don't care. All right. So, again, I see a possible bullish setup. I'm a support and resistance guy. Till you break a previous resistance, I'm not in love with this. Not even one bit. Okay? So, but you got to take a shot. You're up already on the money in gains. So, this candle closes in 13 minutes. See if it can close nice and bullish. And see if it can even get a bigger move and close above the resistance. You never know. 26,200 is a pretty good move to the upside here for Bitcoin. So I see this cup with a handle. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason, because I like this structure, and I play this structure over and over again. Moving averages are getting far, but they're not far apart. They could still get further. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. About to cross the medium line here. If that makes it cross too, that is a bullish sign for a possible scalp to the upside. This is also just a scalp. Let's see what happens. All right. This is my voice. You'd be like, does he really talk like that? That's my voice. That's how I sound. All right. You'd call my phone and be like, hello, how you doing? You'd be like, that's weird. You sound like, you know, a football guy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you all. You're all blessings to me, and you all know that. But I love you all. Let's talk about it. We go over every single week on the weekly screen share. We talk about the coins that matter, that are likely to bang to the upside. And we went over a HIFI finance. And this thing just continues to bang, bang, bang. All right? Look at that. Moving, baby. Moving. Bitcoin getting bullish. And now it's forming somewhat of like an ascending triangle here. This also looks like it may continue. A little bit of bearish divvy there. Not too strong. Let's see what the 1 hour is looking like. The 1 hour says, yeah, this may actually continue to the upside. Watch that 7 minute This is getting hot right now, all right? And now it is up 36% from when we put it out. I believe I went over this. Today is Wednesday on Monday's live stream, all right? But it was one of the coins that we picked on Token Metrics. Every single week, I go over my Token Metrics account. We talk about it. We break it down. We kind of make a weekly plan. And we go over coins that are hot, that are likely to make a bit of a move to the upside, that are showing signs of movement, that are, that people are paying attention to. And you can see the list of hot coins right here. There's HIFI Finance. You would have known about it already. All right. And so this is key. This 1 hour looks like this may continue to the upside. You heard it here first. High risk, high reward as well. It's getting far for the moving averages, but there's something brewing with this thing. And if Bitcoin gets the pop, market gets kind of euphoric, and everything can get a bit of a move here. It's looking bullish to the upside, Let's take a look at the risk-reward ratio on this trade. It's been hot. It's got the eyes. It's got the volume. Yeah, it could be like a 286. I like to try to get 1, 2 lower, right? And again, it's higher risk because, the trade has already played out to the upside a little bit. Slight little bearish div there on the 15. Okay. But I like what I'm seeing here, and it's poking out. Can we get the move to the upside? Bitcoin getting flushed, 260.31. Now we're at resistance. We've got to break through this resistance. It would be cool if this 15-minute candle in 9 minutes and 51 seconds can break us through this resistance and get us to the upside. You're already in the money on the trade. If you took the trade, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice, okay? But you are already gains. At 10% leverage, you're up 3.5%. All right. Some people are probably up 18, 20% gains. Is anyone in a long now up right now on the trade? Anyone in a long right now up on the trade? Let me know. What would a Canadian sign-up cost? Probably like $110 or something. I don't know. Just jump in today. Tell us you're Canadian. We'll give you a discount. We'll make it worth your while. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. We're good people. My wife will help you out. Up on the trade, 38%. Let's go, Sammy. 12%. Let's go. Made a nice 100. Took the money. Just shilling now. My man, I love it. Just chilling. Just chilling. I love you. Of course, love me, Sir Sam. Shout out to my man. 7%, 34%, 7%. Who here comes to this channel to trade and make gains every day? Who here likes that we make it happen every single day? Who here sees that we call Bitcoin accurately every single day? Look at that beautiful move to the upside. We have now broken resistance. Can this candle close above resistance? The Stokes look beautiful for a pump to the upside here. Sammy Cup and Handy may just do it again. We're getting the move. We're getting the pump. The shorts are getting squeezed. We did it, baby. You are in the money now. I can claim I'm the man right now. All right? I can claim that you came to my live stream, and yet again, we accurately called Bitcoin. I did it before I went to bed last night. I did it when I woke up at 26,305. That's the main resistance too. I told you that's our next resistance, 26.3. People took profits there. That was going to be an area to watch. Okay. We had a bit of liquidity. Look what just happened. These are actual liquidations on BOOKMAP. That's why we love BOOKMAP. We see the liquidations. They corroborate the movement. We can see there's still an order up here at 26.5. It says we catch it. It says we catch it. Now, if you want to get real skillful, you get into the 5, the 1, the 30-second chart. You start breaking down, looking for some type of continuation pattern and not a reversal pattern right back to the downside. You are far away from the 21. All right. What a move, though, to the upside. Be careful trading leverage. Move the stop to break even as soon as humanly possible. It is a vicious game out here. So, look, we tapped the resistance, 26,300, right? And we even went up a little more. But you can see we got rejected by the next resistance bar that I had right here. Let's see if we can recover here. Now they're going after. See, and look, the stochastics, what I love about it is then they get overbought. See the stochastics here? And here you have it. And you're back into that same. Look what I see here. Swing down and swing down while that swung up. That's a hidden bearish divergence. Never really back tested it on the 7. A hidden bearish on the 7. It's a bit, So the 7 got us a spike. See how nice the 7 is to trade? In and out. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 7 times 5 is 35 minutes. Bang. You can make your daily pen. You know, that was a daily move right there. Stop loss to break even. You're either getting kicked out the trade right now or you took gains quickly on the move. We did want more. I wanted more. That was a fake out so far. It is CPI data today, so expect volatility. And with that, let's break down some volatility. Who likes that energy that just started the time, though? Let's go. Who feels pumped right now? Who saw that green candle pump, got them going, got their adrenaline going? The Bookmap, now look, they're liquidating the shorts. I mean, the longs now on the other end. So whoever's too heavy, there's too many 100Xers going too heavy. There's just too many people going at these markets. Wow. What up, pimps? Shout out to Terpene Hunter. Shout out to Trevor TVA. Shout out to Peter John Baldovino. Shout out to Savage Trades. Shout out to Dizzy Who's keeping it positive every single day of their life? Who is loving life every single day? Pulled my cash profits, expecting the daily to come down. I know Caspa banging on them to the upside. We're going to break that down too as well. Let's take a look at our DXY. We'll leave Bitcoin for a second. The 7 minutes suggests that we are about to come further to the downside here. Okay? I like this music too. This music is adding to the fever. This HIFI finance is still looking like it could be buttery to the upside. We identified a possible move there on HIFI. So I see this shoulder, head, and right shoulder. I want to break down. Right now, the 4-hour is curving to the downside. You know, RSI about to cross below the medium line. Once that happens, it's Bear City. Look at all the times you cross below. Right there, fall down. Right there, little loop. Right there, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about the medium line on the RSI. When you go below it, I turn mine like a fun paisley blue. You can turn yours whatever color you like. Yours might be yellow, okay? MACD, even though it looks like it could cross, don't worry about it. So many times the MACD will give you a false signal. I don't stress the MACD. Risk management and psychology take a while. Dark Techno on YouTube will let you use their music without violation. Cool, man. Took me 7 years to become actually profitable. Yeah, it took me about 7 years too. Yeah, took me a while. I was stubborn, you know. I didn't listen, and honestly, I just needed my brain to absorb so much information, and it wasn't easy for me. I had so much going on. I had an issue disciplining myself, and I had an issue staying focused. Period. That was it. Bitcoin, I see coming back up I see it coming back up to this 26.5 liquidity zone. It didn't eat enough yet, in my humble opinion, to close that trade. So here we go. We're back on the train here for Bitcoin. And the 15-minute looks aggressive. Okay? When the 15-minute looks this aggressive, I've seen huge pumps come out of this thing. I would love it to get above this resistance and close the candle above it. Now we have 3 minutes. We're about to close the candle above the resistance. The resistance. Right? And don't force trades. You never have to force it. Don't feel like you have to. Also, let me show you something else that may just blow your mind. You may not have seen. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Take away the moving averages. See? Bit of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. This thing could blast. That could be a neckline. And we could get an even bigger move here. Bitcoin back to 26279. They were just cleaning up the trash, taking out the trash real quick. They were, I don't mean that. That's rude. But they were going after the people that were late to leverage. This says we go to the red line, period. Bookmap's been deadly accurate. It says we go to the red line, right? So that's what it says. That's just what it says. 15-minute is in corroboration. We're about to close a candle above resistance. That would be if we close this green candle above, it could be a great long. Because it's basically confirming that you broke this resistance, and the breakout. I saw this flag before it even happened. I saw the stochastics curving. I will teach you these skills. You will have them. You will know where Bitcoin is going to go like this, almost like you will wake up and you will smell Bitcoin. You will breathe Bitcoin. You will live Bitcoin. You will see my face when you go to sleep. You will see my face when you go to bed at night. You'll hear my voice when you walk the dog. You'll hear my voice when you're in the shower. Ooh, wait, that's weird. You hear my voice when you're in bed. You'll hear my voice when you're eating eggs. You hear my voice when you're eating steak. You hear my voice when you're eating vegan. You hear my voice when you're having gelato. You have my voice when you're eating ice cream. You have my voice when you're eating shrimp. You about the lifer told me about divergences. I should have listened. 1 minute and 11 seconds till the candle closes above resistance. Look for small time flame flags. Is that you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just heard you saying you're going to hear my voice when you're in bed, and I don't want to hear your voice when I'm in bed, when I'm sleeping.
I love you, babe. Do you want to announce?
No.
Why? She's so funny. She called me weird. This candle's going to close considerably nicely above resistance. It's a beautiful thing for Bitcoin. It really is. Right? It's a beautiful thing over here. And a lot of times when I see the liquidity at 5.5, we go higher for the move further up. You know what I mean? Now that candle in 14 seconds is going to close. Let's take a look at the chat. Shout out to everyone here on the chat. Close above, it's not going to form a little bearish divergence there. It is going to form a bearish div, yeah. But the Stokes tell us that we could get the pump, baby. I'm telling you. The Stokes tell us that you can get a pump. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We are at another resistance though, right there. You could short resistance at bearish div. And the 7 minute will take you down to down the tubes. But there's a chance that this 15 minute just continues to plow to the upside. Let's see. If you break this level, then you could short. Or if you break back inside this pattern. So here's an easy way, not a simple way. If this comes back in here, we could short it right back down. Because then it's negated that it broke out of this and all that. But if it stays above this resistance that it just broke through, then we're going to be in the money, you know. 7 minute is a little overbought, like it's about to come down on us, you know. And 1 minute is also showing resistance with bearish divs. And the 1 hour says, you know. It's all up to the 15 minute. What does the 15 minute want to do? We break this level. That's why I believe it's kind of a good long in an area, because you don't have to risk a lot for this to either go your way, or, you know, it's either going to dump on us or it's going to somehow fight its way out. People definitely took profits right here at 26,300 twice over now. So it's a key resistance area that we can't seem to get above. We break through it. Decisive move for the bulls. I will tell you, when there's liquidity up here, Bookmap don't lie. So if we saw a big red bar down here, which we don't, you know, it's right there at 26.5. So the biggest bar liquidity is sitting at 26.5. Usually that whale gets what he wants. We've seen it many times on the channel. I don't know, baby. She's right with you, baby. No. She would not be there, baby. My house is like not that big. It's so funny. Like, she can't be that far, baby. She's doing long. Like, she can't be far, honey bun. So I like this. If we lose this line, these lines, the long's over. More likely we short back down to the bottom of the channel. We stay in this pocket. So right now the bears and the bulls are just battling each other. You're gonna get a battle here, because there's people that see this liquidity. There's people that don't. Okay. We just need enough shorts to build up now to eat them alive. Okay. What a battle. So these are the key areas. Let's take a look. So DXY, as I showed you before, I want to see this thing roll over, baby. Daily rolling over as we speak. We talked about the bearish div of the daily. We broke it down. We did get the rejection. There's the bearish div as the RSI shows you, more flat while that pumps up. We want to see this break the zone and continue to fall down. We got rejected from 105.10. So And this is the price action that we want to see. They're bringing it low, 230. Oh, if we lose that line, there you go. So that's going to be kind of it, right? That's going to be it, because you're likely, or they could just be kind of poking at it. You know what I mean? There's a bearish div now on the 15. And your 7-minute is overbought. You see? Now you slap on the moving averages. You want to see if the 7 can make a flag now. So this is my crazy style, see? If the 7-minute can go lateral sideways, there's a chance we can get busy. Okay. This may come down a little bit on the smaller time frame, because if you build it on a bigger one, it won't be perfect. And 26,200 is another, key right there, because that's previous resistance. Can that hold? Can you SR flip that? See this? Previous resistance. Could you SR flip this area? There's a chance you SR flip it right now. Okay. You just said she's right there, honey bun. My love. She's cleaning the bathrooms and stuff. She just doesn't want you to breathe in like cleaning stuff. So we want to see if Bitcoin can previous resistance become new support here. Go sideways, make a flag on the 7, and then, we would remain bullish somehow for the day. All right. I don't like the 1 hour, and that is a strong bearish div. And it's simple. It could just be a breakout fake out. End up back inside here. We could even open this up and say, hey, you're about to break back down to the bottom of the pattern. Looks like the 1 hour could just bring us right back down. Beginning of a bear trap here. But see, I'm open-minded. And because I'm open-minded, it can confuse a beginner. But an expert trader loves this, because they're like, all right, this guy's showing me how to find my way, because he knows he doesn't know where price action is going to go. All right. He knows the probability. Like, that flag was supposed to break out, but it didn't have a big move. My thumb moves, it's so annoying. But this flag was supposed to break out, but if you took the length of the base, that's all you had. That's all you were supposed to get. That was the measured move, right? But my flag system was taught off of being open-minded and knowing, hey, we don't know. This trade's still in the green. You see? That we opened on the live. It's still in the money. Stop loss could be, look, bro, I would cut the stop loss probably right below break even or to break even by now. You know what I mean? If not, had taking profits, but, Just showing you how I trade. You do whatever makes you happy. That's the way I trade. I'm quickly moving that stop as soon as humanly possible. All right. DXY. I want to see it come down on this daily time frame. 1 hour even pointing down. It looks like the Bitcoin and the DXY could dump together. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and see what Bitcoin dominance is doing. Watch out for the alts, baby. When Bitcoin dominance pumps, it pumps for two reasons. One, people jump into Bitcoin. All right. Two, Bitcoin is dumping and people are running out of altcoins into Bitcoin, and the whole market's kind of taking a hit. So right now, Bitcoin dominance pumped. It made a low, a high, a low, and a higher high. It's getting a little high on the stochastics RSI, but it says, hey, maybe it has a little more. Get up to resistance at possibly 50. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. Our 4 hour is just getting started, saying that this thing could get a bit of a move here. And this is the little flag that you made. Length of your pole is here. Wave 1, 2, 3. So you're on your way, Oops, did I just say that out loud just now? Elliott wave theory. And then you can make the switcheroo here on the smaller time frame. And it's similar to Bitcoin. Look like it's going to come back down first, consolidate. But there's some bullish signs here for Bitcoin dominance. And when Bitcoin dominance is bullish, Bitcoin is bullish. So we're going to watch this flag. Chance that it does break out. And the moving averages even apply here, and they're tight enough and close enough. And now we look at U.S. Tether dominance. And what we want to see is nice. We want to see a breakdown, right? Didn't want to see that breakout. So let's take a look. We've been tracking this bigger channel for a long time now. All right. Get rid of my moving averages, delete all my work. And I'll just show you how we do this nice and fresh. But that's a channel right there, okay? Bang, bang, bang. Up, down, up, down. It's getting tight. It's at the top of the channel, all right? It's got some bearish div here, and it's rolling over on the stochastics. Strong bearish div on the RSI. Let's take a look at the RSI here. So this tells you, look, this is swinging down while that's swinging up. That tells you that you're likely getting a nasty drop to the downside. That's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Too many people are reading the news like they're like, oh, but grayscale, oh, but this, oh, but FTX, oh, but Bitcoin's gonna have to go, oh, but this person said 7K and 10K, and then I just look at them, I'm like, but like, you know what I mean? But like, if Tether dominance breaks down and Bitcoin dominance breaks up, and so you have a move here to the downside for Tether dominance, yeah, the 3-day chart's about to crack on you. And honestly, we have it again. Look at this. This is beautiful. Swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up. We called this before on the DXY, right? We had that same kind of behavior here. There was actually just a bearish div there. But here you can see it again. Price action, but the dominance went from key point to key point on a downtrend. If you go from key point to key point here, it was in an uptrend. Hidden bearish divergence. And that hidden bearish has just continued. You've made a lower low. You've made a lower high, expecting the move down here. So it tells me that people are going to start leaving Tether and getting into coins, because coins are going to start getting hot and people are going to want to jump on it. So again, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But it does tell me that we could see a macro, on the 3-day chart. It could take 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, but as we get into October, October, the end of September, and so far September hasn't been as bad as it could be. Could have been way worse. Could have been way worse. September wasn't so bad. Could have been so much worse. So funny, right? Okay. So again, we're back to watching Bitcoin in this little flag here and seeing if it's going to SR flip this tiny little area. Previous resistance at 25,200. 26.2 was a very key area before that we were having some issues with and we wanted to flip. I even mentioned it, I remember, as an area that I would like to long if we retested. So if we break this, we're breaking back down to the bottom of the pattern. And we'll jump back into Bitcoin too in a second. Doing trap hip hop. And then someone's got to write to their CEO, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. I haven't even looked at the viewership. How are we doing today? 713 beautiful souls on the live. 265 people on the likes. Unbelievable. I remember there was a time I got nervous. There was 500 people on the live and I was bugging out. But it becomes second nature to you, So I'm just going to clean this up for any beginner watching too. We saw this cup and a handle. Still valid. Not deleting it because it's not valid. It'll be there forever, so it doesn't matter. One thing I didn't see, but I saw after the fact, which is interesting, but kind of a diamond pattern here. Had some diamond vibes in from the bottom, and from the top, out from the top. Interesting. There's a diamond there. So now they're going to liquidate whoever jumped in this long too late. Didn't use a stop loss, didn't protect themselves, didn't go after their gains. It still suggests we could go higher, right? There's still a whale up there at 26. He's even moved the liquidity. So there's just more liquidity to the downside. It's almost like they're cleaning up before they bring us back up to the upside. Like they're just kind of taking care of the sauce first, They're packing their bags. Usually when they liquidate people, they're trying to get filled. So if you're getting liquidated, they're filling their bags. If they're filling their bags, why does someone fill their bags? Where are they going? They're going on a trip usually, right? So there's a chance that we're in a tighter trend line here. We're just coming down a little bit and we're going to get really, really tight. Took that trade last night, banged it to the upside, moved on, right? We've lost the key level. We did not hold the support and resistance zone here now. Previous resistance did not become support. So far. Not far, South Boston. See, I'm now reworking. See, I'm reworking what I'm looking at, because you can't get stuck on one thought. It's a game of chess. You're playing chess right now. See, everyone wants trading to be like this like perfect everything. Everyone wants everything to be in a set. Here I'm going to show you something. The mentality of the winner, the mentality of the normal person. They want to walk to work. They want the desk to be waiting for them. They want the task to be on the list, and they want to know what they need to get done. And they want to get it done and go home. Put it away and come back the next day. When you own your own business, like, there's no like putting it away and coming back the next day. Like, you go to sleep with it, you wake up with it, you live and breathe with it every day. Now, some people are like, how stressful would that be? But you know what? You'll get so much of your time back in your life. I suggest everyone here becomes an entrepreneur, goes after what they love, and does what makes them happy and makes them tick. Because when you do that, you're better for the rest of society, because you do, when everyone goes after what they truly love and what they're passionate about, all of society benefits from it. Number one, you have happier fathers, happier people. You have people that are, just producing, and then they produce better kids, because they create better environments for production, for emotional support. When someone is fulfilled emotionally and spiritually, it's easier for them to fulfill their children in the same way, and their wife, and fulfill their obligations as a family man. When a man is lacking, that's when a man usually strays from the house and does something he shouldn't be doing, and then ruins the nuclear structure of the family, and then therefore the beginning of society collapses. Okay? Every society benefits from a good family structure. Every single society, period. You can, ask yourself, if you went to some random town and there was 1,000 men and 800 of them were all single, roaming around, and most of the women didn't have someone, and then you went to a town of 1,000 people, 1,000 men were all family men taking care of the kids. Which town would you rather go to sleep on a park bench at night? Right? I'm just saying, which town, and again, you never know. The nice town with the men could be grimier than the other one. I get it. But in general, which one you think would have less crime or, less issues, And also, when a man has obligations, he's less likely to roam, period. He has things he has to get done, right? Thank you, sweetie. So the 7-minute wants to bring us down. It's overbought on the stochastics. We had a nice little ride today. 7-minute was the trade. And now we're going to wait for this to kind of cool off. Likely to come back down somewhere to the bottom of this pattern here before it takes off. And there's still, I'm telling you, there's still liquidity to the upside. 26,800, 26. There's liquidity from 26.5 all the way up to almost 27,000. And it just got built in the last half an hour. So they may bring us down 1 to 25.8 and then rip us back up. If you had to guess where we're going now, it's further to the upside. It's closer, and there's more liquidity closer to us to the upside now. BookMap suggests we do go up, but smaller time frames may have to reset. And that's the sauce that I'm giving you. I would watch this type of flag, something like this. And my structure may not be perfect. We could be it could be a little more tight. But I get pretty good at doing this by projecting. I do it every single day. And over time, you get a sixth sense here. And it's crazy. Is it still a giant semi-cup and heady? I've seen that before play out. It wouldn't be the first time. And it skyrockets. You take wick to wick. I'm a mad scientist with this, so people are like, he's nuts. But what's crazy is that hits the liquidity zone that we're looking for. And if this does break out, you're also taking this as the length of your base, of your triangle, base to base. And it gives you this, similar, that even sends you further out to 27,000, right? So the TA, I'm not loving the 1 hour stochastics RSI. And I'm not loving the 4 hour stochastics. They both show signs of bearishness, okay? But Bookmap is just showing us that there's so much liquidity above us, and the smaller time frames have not fully completed, their oscillation yet. So we'll see. Like this 15-minute could come down and come back up one more time. And Bookmap showing signs of just really showing some strength at 26,200, right? So be careful for the short squeeze today with CPI data. Let's jump into the CPI data. So consumer price index summary at 8:30 a.m. came in today, all right? It rose 0.6% in August, all right? And again, as we said before, it comes in higher than expected at 3.7. Last month was 3.2, and it was expected to come in at 3.5. So is he going to come out and raise the rates now, right? So we go to the CME Watch tool now and take a look. That CME Watch tool has said that we will not get the rates raised, okay? And this is how you combine the data to get ready for your next, 97% still says there will be no rate hike, right? But he may be hawkish and begin to talk about a new rate hike coming our way. So just, keep that with a grain of salt. So I would watch the 7-minute. It'll reset, bend or something like that. And there's a chance, there's a chance even here it starts to pump. And I know most people are short. That's what they want you to be. They want you to be short so they can liquidate you. There's a bunch of liquidity up here. If you watch my channel and you still want to short that, then you haven't seen us liquidate people every day at about 11:15, 11:30, right? So, London, baby, London. You guys are funny, man. I trade London, baby. I trade London. I trade Asia, baby. The only thing about trading time frames, it's great. Time frames are good and expansions are great. Every once in a while, you will miss a huge move. Just, I'm almost like I like the chopping tree scenario. Just look, trade every falling wedge that you see. Like, had you traded this falling wedge, you would have made gains, right? Had you traded this falling wedge with divergences, gains, right? And the falling wedge last night, that was a cool little ascending triangle. I look for shapes, man, and shapes get you paid over time, right? So I would be careful. It seems to me that a short squeeze could be brewing here for Bitcoin. All right. Let's take a look back at the chat here. How's everybody doing? What's up with the fan funding? Let's see what's going on here. God bless Bryson Gonzalez. Thank you. And Brad LeBlanc and Abhishek Banerjee. God bless you, both of you. Thank you so much for coming on in as members. And thank you, Bryson, for jumping on in today. God bless you. We got a lot of bear still. I'd love a short squeeze. That 1030 did play out again. What about VeChain trading for that? Begins in 55 minutes on Coinbase. Oh, interesting. Wow, they never had VeChain on Coinbase? Wow. Such an old coin. You think for sure it would have played out by now, right? So CME says that we are still pretty solid on not having a rate hike, which is interesting. Okay? Very interesting. Shout out to the 724 viewers. God bless you all for being here. So are we going to, in the second you get above the zone, you know that you could likely get the squeeze. You'd be surprised how strong, you could get a squeeze on a smaller time frame that you just never would have thought possible. I still see the bearish div, and I'm telling you, we're at resistance. I'm with everyone that wants to stay bearish. Smart move is to stay bearish by fundamentals. If you didn't have Bookmap, you'd probably just call it a bear. you know? And just because BOOKMAP has that liquidity there does not mean we go to the upside, everybody. BOOKMAP is not 110% every single time. Okay? We have a key resistance here. If we get back above, and you can say, fine, I'm not going to long Bitcoin till it breaks 26.3 and does some type of flag or retest in the zone. Smart move. I 100% agree with that, right? But I would just wait out the short a little bit here. Because honestly, what the short will do, will bring you here. So fine, you missed this little move. I mean, if you really love it, fine. And there was a gap there. But wouldn't it be better if you bearishly retest and you take this short all the way down? You know? Which would be the move. So we're ready for the short. We'll play it. I would look for the bearish retest of this POC at 26,135. Right here on the 15-minute. That red line and then this trend line. And then we would be like, Senora, adios. BOOKMAP is precise, but if there's liquidity closer, yes, I agree with you. But honestly, I felt like they just did that. Like they took whatever they had. Right now, the liquidity is closest to the upside. Closest to the upside. BOOKMAP is precise, but there's a liquid closer. It may just decide to take the first and then make its move. Livers, welcome to come on anytime. Thank you. I appreciate that. God bless y'all, man. There's people over there that I love, man. I know. The whole thing has me completely, like, you know, really, really emotionally distraught. I do have my aunt's funeral this week. I have a lot of family over this week. And my aunt's been taking almost 2 weeks to get her, her ceremony done, which has been, for me, but at the same time, I'm not in control, right? And her kids lived far away. They had to move, they had to fly in. There was a lot of different proceedings and stuff to do. Her house too, just, right? I get it. I mean, there's so much. I just went through it. My dad just passed away. And I'm about to see everyone that I just saw when my dad passed, and they're going to ask me how I'm doing. And it's interesting. You could almost say this broke out already, which I'm just seeing now. Look at this. Falling wedge breakout. I didn't see that at first. How didn't you see those tiny little 7-minute candles? How dang you, Miami in the house. I love bad, Would you say we are 4 weeks from a pump? Paul Wood. Right? Miami in the house. Paul Wood, man. I know these days Bitcoin doesn't give opportunity for a retest, just boom. I know lately it has just boomed, right? See, the key about this channel is most people get liquidated, but we are not most people. So we've been able to circumvent the liquidations. You know what I mean? Shout out to Master Friend in the house, and everybody please stop what you're doing. Stop, drop, and roll. No, but seriously, get your mind blown. Leverage Mastery class Sundays, 12 p.m. Eastern time with Grandmaster Friend. Become a Leverage Master. Stop losing your trades. 99 members gain access to Leverage Master Discord section, follow-up mentoring sessions, and exclusive Leverage Alpha for $150. All right? And I'm telling you right now, I learned so much from the course. I don't see how you won't. I don't teach it. All right? Someone that I actually have deemed an amazing individual that is super smart and has given as much attention to detail in their craft, in their section of this craft as I have, I believe. And we'll really take you to another level. So take advantage of this while it's still here. We may repackage this and do it differently. So take advantage while it's still here at these amazing prices and get yourself on another level. Link in the description below, or hit the QR code and scan it right now with your phone. It's fun to scan QR codes. I actually love it. If you've never done it before, try it out right now. It's really cool. Take out your phone. No, it's super fun. And you're just like, look, I can scan this QR code right now and see where it takes me. I just find that like my company is QR coding. I go to Brave right now and it takes me right where I can sign up for the class, Master Leveraging. Dude, that's like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel pretty cool about that as a CEO of my company, seeing things just get automated at such speed of light. We rip through this level, we're gone. We get above 26,300. We know it's a move, and this is a technical breakout. All right. Moving averages look healthy to me too. I'm probably the only person long on the whole market right now. You know what I mean? 90% of traders there's got to be a bunch of streams right now. They're like, and we opened a short, and then bang, right? They get blasted. Now again, we could double top right here with the 7, and this could be a wrap. I'm always open-minded. We got to get above support or resistance. It's all about support or resistance. Shout out to the 730 people who likes this live stream. What else can we do to help you on this live? Tell us. Give me some suggestions. How could, because the live's going to have to change in the next couple of months. What else can we do to keep the live going? Now, we go over coins all the time. Something that we're not doing that you want to see, just let us know. I'm long from 25.8, my man. I'm back to 20% again. Sam, can the 15-minute remain bullish above the 200 SMA? As long as the 15-minute stays above the 200 SMA, we're in good sign. We're in good shape. Wow, it's well above it, too. It's well above it with tighter moving averages. It's interesting. Funny, if you don't have any sense, look, if you have no sense of TA, you just see this. Remember, this is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, too. I'm telling you, there's some bullish signs here that I just can't negate. 15-minute is still bullish on these stochastics, pushing to the upside. We still got this huge, I got stuck, literally, I'm not lying. I went to say, and I got stuck in a huge, I couldn't get out of it for a second. It was so weird. My throat vibrated, and I was done. Another 15-minute candle. It just opened, and we closed this one pretty bullishly outside the zone. 7-minute looking like the squeeze could be on here. Once we break back above 26,300, there's the beginning of a squeeze right there. Oops, someone just got liquidated. They just tasted, that's like the wolf just tasted a little bit of blood. He's going to want to go for the whole shoulder now, right? He's going to want to rip apart your thigh and just dive into your quadricep. I'm just being crazy now. Great stuff, Sam. A real-time sentiment scale ticker would be cool. A real-time sentiment scale ticker would be cool. Jamie, write that down, and we'll have someone program that for us. The Taurus in me is bullish today. It's going to be up in the air. It's like idea USD. Each viewer donate $1 and let's get the bag up for Sammy. Can you make TA on SPX, NASDAQ, and DXY quickly? Of course, all the time. We do it every day. We just did the DXY for you. And we do the S&P. We're going to take a look at the S&P futures. This is starting to move up to the upside here. Showing some bearish div, though. I would be a little, cautious. It's high risk. If it makes the move, it's going to move with that Bitcoin pump. I don't want to leave Bitcoin alone. Anything could happen at any moment. Oh, my gosh. Filecoin still moving out of the inverted head and shoulder to the upside here. Okay. And that JOYSTREAM, man, just banging on them. Funny, on the 15 minutes, it's such a weird, it's such a small, but now it's like consolidating here. Let's take a look at the ES1 S&P futures. We'll also take a look at the NASDAQ for you. Like to make these daily ideas on these. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder on the 1 hour time frame. That's an inverted head and shoulder. That's a bullish reversal pattern. All right. I see an ascending triangle beginning to form here too as well. I like that. That's bullish on the S&P. I told you they have to print money. They extended the debt ceiling. No one's talking about this fundamental. And now everyone's saying, oh, we're in a recession, yada, yada, yada. You know how much money they're going to have to print for Congress? You know what Congress does? They make backroom deals with their friends in the banking industry. You know what they do? They eventually put it in to funds. You know what they buy? They buy the companies and, the Silicon Valley kids that are coming out with the, daddy. Basically, oh, my son has this computer company. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the money flows from that money printer into the markets. Then when they take profits, they buy regular stocks too because they don't want to take it out of the market, right? And they start to kind of build fundamental. So that money trickles through. I'm watching the S&P right now. This is my prediction for the S&P. We will break out somewhere to 4734 and break a new high here to the upside. We take a look at the weekly and the 2-week. The weekly is very, very oversold. You have lack of bearish momentum. They are printing money to the point of no control. Okay. There's also innovation happening. AMD is booked for the next, 2-3 years straight. The chips are pumping. Where are those chips going? Into companies that are innovating and mining, and those companies are starting to prop up the S&P. Could Bitcoin actually flip the script? Could the S&P follow Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin miners start making money. They take that money, they invest in innovative projects. That money spills back into the S&P through innovation, right? Some type of, innovative chip company or AI. And then AI crosses from the NASDAQ, S&P, all the way to crypto. You have some projects in both. And with the halving for Bitcoin coming, does that prop up the markets and stop any possible recession? These are thoughts that I'm not hearing on, your regular news stations. These are things that I want, these are contrarian. Contrarian ideas are pretty interesting, and they tend to do pretty well. So S&P is overbought on the 1-hour time frame, similar to Bitcoin. Is it following Bitcoin today? Yeah, 7-minute wants to come back down with some bearish div. So it looks like today we're going to get, a pullback for the markets. Looks like the S&P is going to slowly pull back today, back to the bottom of this channel. So it looks like you can short the S&P today, somewhere back to 4492. But overall, I like the structure we're forming, and we're consolidating bullishly. As long as we don't break the structure here of the high of 44.37, we come in with that higher low. I like what I'm seeing here for the S&P. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ NQ E-mini futures, baby. And the NASDAQ. First of all, I like to look at the 3-day chart, right? So I had the NASDAQ also doing this consolidation. 3-day actually looks pretty interesting to me. We may never come back down to this smaller channel, It may end up being its own sharper channel, something like this. I was just connecting it to the last point and giving it a trend, all right? So the NASDAQ, some say, okay, a double top. There's a high, there's a low, there's a lower high. Is it going to make a lower low? Possible. Why it may not is you have a golden cross here and tight moving averages. The moving averages usually would be 4 apart. You'd start to slide if you were getting a really big double top. You'd get another one of these. You're not getting that as much. Tells me you're getting more into consolidation. Moving averages tell a story. Tells me we're getting into consolidation similar to the S&P. So that tells me a bigger move coming in, January, February. Last year, January was explosive for the tech and for Bitcoin. We'll see what happens this year, right? Worst months of trading of the year are usually September and August, in my experience. So I like October, November, and then again you have, tax harvesting in December, and it can be kind of at the end of the last 2 weeks are slow. There's very low volume because everyone's with their family. And then you also have, Chinese New Year, and they sell off. So you have this stuff, but that marks your bottom for the S&P. A strong bullish divergence on the weekly. It's just so rare. Last time you saw anything close, it was years and years ago, like right around here. We're talking 2016, 2010 actually, sorry, even further back. So S&P, even if it pulls back down to 12, I'm still more bullish. NASDAQ, I'm still bullish on the NASDAQ. Okay. I won't be bullish if the NASDAQ breaks the support zone. If NASDAQ breaks 1080, right? That's, and if NASDAQ breaks, even starts to kind of breach 1365, 650. Daily's a little high with, one thing I do see here is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder on the NASDAQ. And it does tell me that a pullback is coming. And they're going to use this as a reset. They'll use a lot of fear on it. But to me, it just says we're coming back down to the 200 SMA on the daily, maybe a little wick. As long as we hold the zone and start to come back up, I'm going to be very bullish. And then you're going to get a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder for a blast up on the NASDAQ. Remember that I wrote this down, write this day down, 9/13. Come back to this timestamp in about, 2 to 3 weeks. See if this miraculously played out. As such, it might just blow your mind. All right. Entire market in shorts based of support and resistance. Yeah. I mean, you're hitting resistance again. You just double topped. It's likely now you're going to drop to the downside, right? You double topped in the 7. Kind of folding the 1 hour's overbought, right? But remember, you're above the 200 SMA, and you could just continue sideways here as well. So usually you don't have my phone while I'm live streaming because it can be a distraction. That's why I don't really check my messages as much as I used to. And so I found out last night that my wife was pregnant. Or yesterday at like 2, 3 in the afternoon. You know, I'm in such a stage of my life where pregnancy before, I was like 31 the first time. The second time, my life was like, you know, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Like, I had just left New York. I was working for David Letterman and Netflix, trading on the side, you know. I had been in, you know, getting mentored, doing my thing. I was helping a lot of people in that trading group. I really was. And, but you know, I hadn't become the lifer yet. And this is the first time I just feel so, you know, I'm in a good spot. I'm in a good spot mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, to welcome a life into the world, you know. And I broke down in tears last night, you know what I mean? A couple times. Because I realized, like, the time your wife tells you she's pregnant with a kid is like, there's some of the, you know, you get those times only so many times in your life, you know. Patrick Leachman found out he could be having twins, man. God bless you, man. May those twins come out happy and safe, man. God bless you, brother. Congratulations. I want 4 more from you, though. 4 more. Jesus. That's the only spirit. I'm in the ER right now with my wife, firstborn. She got diagnosed with rare pregnant condition. Been in the ER 8 times in 8 weeks. I'm so sorry to hear that. She probably has gestational diabetes. She'll be okay. Maybe not. We don't know. It could be something different. Watch this ascending triangle here on the 7. The 21 is close to price action. We're above a point of control. Previous resistance, which was 26.2, is now holding us as a support zone. I know we're overbought on the Stokes, and I know this is a double top we should dump. But just, there's a chance we go sideways here and still pump to the upside. Keep yourself open. Be open-minded. I have no idea. Bitcoin could dump or pump. The charts are going to convey what's going to happen here. Technically, the Cuban handle's still in play because their handle broke out. You see that? Pretty insane. Sammy Cup and Hattie. The battle continues for Bitcoin. Sideways price action with CPI data. People are wondering, is it bearish? Is it bullish? Congratulations, Sam. Say it with me, boy. Very dull, boy. You guys are funny. Just hoping to smash the like and say hi. But I'll catch the show later at work. And everyone, I think people forget this, and I tell people too. I think people forget this in the trading group specifically. When you're watching the live stream, all right, remember, like the live stream from yesterday, we check it out. It is time-stamped, all right? And honestly, you can learn from this. Go see what happened, right? Set up your chart. Look at my stuff. And I'm telling you, I think you can learn from these timestamps. So check them out. Always, for, you know, and if there's a coin there, check this out. Use the timestamps, man. Every single one of these are timestamped. All right. Wow, bless you, man. Thank you. Shout out to everyone who thanked me. And you know what? I threw it out there on Twitter, and so many people. I woke up to so much gratitude for my life and everything in it. Cherish what you have. Use for gratitude and abundance. And look what happened to me, man. You know? I thought that was funny. Why is there an O before possum? Why is there an O before a possum? You have to say opossum, but no one says opossum, right? Like, they just, you know. I love this. Pelosi announces bid for 2 more years of insider trading. Well played, man. That's so well played. You got to double that one up, triple that one up. I found out my wife was pregnant today. Look at this, 309. Look, 43,000 views. It's weird, right? Like, of all the tweets I ever put out, and I didn't have to use it. So it's so funny. That got the most response, man. So insane. Thousands of views. It just, my wife says, you know what? The country likes kids. The country loves life. The country likes to know that there's another life coming out. Like people love life, man. You know what I mean? Like we were all born, and it got the most comments, the most 1,000 likes. I never got 1,000. I don't think I've ever gotten 1,000 likes like that. Basically one of the most biggest posts I've ever put out. So crazy. It's so insane, right? My wife shaves alpaca, spins and knits the hair. Crypto Cash. Yo, Crypto Cash, man. Bang, bang. There we go. There we go. They're playing with us today. They're toying with these shorts. Just keep liquidating them. Look, 26.8. They made that thick now. It used to be more yellow. Now they made it like... Now they're just setting it out like we want it. It's going to be the small time frames today. They're going to tell us how to play this game. I'd watch this ascending triangle. It's all about this right here. Level breaks, short it back down. You stay in it. There's a chance we could still get the squeeze. 5 minutes going to reset. You're likely to come back down to 26.235. A tiny little short right now, possible. But just be careful. You never know today. I mean, wow. Today feels like a Monday. And it's CPI data day, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of that comes with the territory. Okay? That comes with the territory. Thank you, David Kendall, man. God bless you, brother. Shout out to everyone, man. Today is a celebration for me, man. And I close. It's so sad because tomorrow, Friday, is the funeral. And I close in the building. Look, there we go, 26,300, man. If we can close candles above 26,300, such a key resistance area. We just keep toying with it. Oh, my gosh. They're just playing around today. So crazy. But yeah, so I go to my aunt's funeral, and we close on the building. We close on the 5-unit building that I bought with a partner. We bought it all cash, $350,000, $750,000 building, 5 units. Cash flows about almost, estimate $7,000 in rents, $7,000 in rents a month. So there you go. In 10 years, the building pays for itself and appreciates in value. I mean, and then produces cash flow for my daughter for the rest of her life at $3,600 a month for the rest of her life. After taxes, she's collecting, $2,400 a month for the rest of her life. Not bad for an old man, right? That's one. We do another. And that's how you set your kids up. You know what I mean? You slowly build rental properties for them so they get checks coming in. And then they can build whatever they want with their life. Real estate is a dream. It's amazing. Trading's amazing, but not everyone can trade. Like, I can't force my daughter to learn how to. I hope she's good at it. But you can't force everyone to become a trader, right? And you gotta, not everyone's built for this. Not everyone's built for leverage trading. Not everyone's built for the math. Not everyone's built for this. I'm telling you right now. Now they're going to squeeze, see? There's the squeeze, baby. We could see it here. They're delaying it today. I don't know why they're delaying it so much. It's made the show kind of fun, though, because it's got everyone on the edge, right? Look, I mean, this is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. It's a sloppy one. But again, we can't get above that level. However, we got bigger. I guess USDC is going to test support. USDT. Yeah. Still have your address, which I'll keep private, but alpaca baby gifts on their way, brother. You're the man, dude. You're so funny, man. God bless you, brother. You are very entertaining, Sam Fernando. Thank you. I don't know how I keep it entertaining, but I hope I am. Have you had your daughter to trade? You have to force. I will. She's going to have her own account. Oh, here we go, baby. I just want to close above 26,300. Let's go. Let's keep it going, baby. Hey, I get no respect over here. Huh? Hey, Rodney Dangerfield. Can we break 26.3 for good or what? I know, right? You just read my mind, y'all. You just read my mind. We got to flip the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, too. If we can do that, everything would be dandy, randy. We get above this 200 SMA, oh my gosh. It comes flat, we're going to dump. So it tells us, the 200 SMA will tell us a story as well. I don't like how high the stochastics are getting as we're about to get, pushed, but we are above the POC. As long as we stay above this red line, 26,050, we are safe from a dump. Second we go below it, anything is possible. All right. And bring the whole price action here. Yeah, there it is. I mean, 26,078 right now. We got to stay back. We got to stay above that level. Keep it clean. You can always just undo all your nonsense and look at the charts clean like I did there. All right. So, right, the whole world was shorting, but Sammy, cup in handy, had us hesitating, had us waiting on the small time frames, had us watching boring price action sideways all day. Sammy had us captivated for an hour and a half straight. Psalm 43, God bless you. I fear Randy Dandies. I feel like 5 days that it's done. Polish logic. Remember me, Sam, account $10. I will tell you when I will be at 100 for sub. I feel like 5 days and it's done. All right, man. $10 to 100. You're going to do it. One step at a time. Don't go full port. You ever considered to start a podcast? Yes. This should be a podcast. Shout out to your late father, Jimmy, and blessing for your child on the way. I know he won't be able to see that child, but he's there in spirit for sure, So clear resistance now, a strong bearish div, overbought 4-hour time frame. Like there's your bearish div right there, you're swinging up. And we know where we're likely going to go. If we break to the downside, you're dropping at least here. You're going to retest 20,090. Then you'll break the point of control. And if we break the POC, then we short. Really simple stuff to me. You know what I mean? Really simple stuff. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Nothing's easy. There's a difference between simple and easy. A simple task does not mean it's easy. Okay? And let's break down what I was talking about with the supply shock coming. Bitcoin has a supply shock coming. The ETFs are going to get approved. Likely in October, said JP Morgan. A little birdie told us so. Okay? So, we don't know what happens. No, congratulations. I guess it's a little early to announce. Like, she's like 4 weeks pregnant. It's very early. You know what I mean? So, who knows? We'll see what happens. Shout out to Jason Casper. I heard he has one on the way too, man. We are undervalued. We should be back at 29K already. Shout out to Paul Wood. So the idea is when the ETF gets approved, they're going to start buying. They're already buying now. I'm convinced that BlackRock has been buying. 25 lows, we never broke 25. Who was buying that? Someone was buying Bitcoin, I did. I bought that Bitcoin at 25,100. It's already up $1,000. You know what I mean? And remember, where do I buy all these things? Where do I do everything? I trade on MEXC. The trade last night was on MEXC. All right? Hit the Discord if you want to know what's happening. If you were here and you're in the trading group and we went over some charts and we posted it, you would get the chart into the Discord. So you don't even have to be at the live stream to kind of see what's going on, which is pretty cool. All right. So 100 million, 150 in demand with ETFs. Average daily supply will drop from 25 per day to 12.5 million per day. And then we have the halving coming up. I'm telling you right now is the time to prepare for the supply shock. It's just like, say there was a drought coming, or you felt like there was going to be a colder winter than normal. You start getting ready for the winter early, right? You don't just like, we'll wing it. I'm saying you get ready for the fact that Bitcoin is going to get scarce. Not as easy to buy. There might be a time where it's not as easy to get on the exchanges. 5 years from now, you look back like, wow, what was I thinking? It was all over the place. I could have grabbed it. People were giving it away. You know what I mean? The halving will drop supply to 12.5 million per day. All my crypto guys are pumping the markets. Funny. Supply and demand shock, baby. Yeah, so I just see a big supply shock coming well before 2034, man. Maybe you skipped a 3 to a 2 there. I don't know, but so yeah, and so this is not clickbait. Bitcoin has a supply shock coming. The people that are taking advantage of it are the people that are going to be, the wealthiest ones in the world at one point, in my humble opinion. So And again, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I could be 100% wrong, and people will laugh at me. But, you know, I was saying these things in 2010 about inflation coming, and I managed to be pretty spot on. I was saying gold and silver would appreciate. I was spot on about that. You know, I even saw Tesla very early, Tesla stock, and was like, oh, that's going to do great. I had just researched Nikola Tesla, and I knew exactly what he was doing. I said, man, you know, I found Tesla at a very, 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 like 7-8 years ago, whenever you could first really start buying it, I was all over it. Canopy Grow Corp before it got big. I got lucky with some, you know, silver mines and stuff like that. But, and one of my speculations didn't play out. I speculated on GVao, which they were going to fly planes on corn oil. I thought it was amazing. Alaskan corn oil. I was all about it. You know, it was sustainable. It was the new thing. And then they were making plastic bottles for Coca-Cola out of vegetable cellulose. I was like, dude, if they get the Coca-Cola deal and everything goes well, I mean, stock's going to boom. And, you know, I put a good chunk in there, ended up losing $14,000. And that was like 10 years ago. It was my biggest loss in the stock market of my life. I was only worth like 45 grand at the time. You know, it was a pretty big hit to me, but I survived. I'm still here. I remember telling my dad, and I remember being devastated. Like, Dad, I lost and he was like, don't worry about it. He's like, I opened up a stock market on Black Monday. The guy's like, what are you doing? And he told me about a stock that he lost money on, you know, and he said, it is what it is. He was like, you know, the older you get, the more you realize money was just the experience. It wasn't more about the money. And my dad, you know, that I remember being on the phone with my dad that day and expecting him to be like, wow, that's a lot of money, man. Whoa, you know. And he was like, it happens, Sam. He's like, you learn from it and you'll get there. He's like, good thing you're young, you know. He's like, you'll do it again. I have so much faith in you, you know. You tried. He's like, at least you went for it. And, you know, you didn't, you know. He's like, and that's all you can do. And, you know, I thought he was going to beat me up about being bad with money. I thought he was going to tell me how, you know, you got to think better. My dad was so, you know, it was so interesting, the response that I got from my father. This is looking like it's consolidating nicely for a move to the upside. This liquidity is not going away. This whale is like, I'm getting 26.8 and I'm going to get it, whether I get it in 2 seconds or I get it in 1 second. Like, I'm getting it. Like, he's determined. The dude is just so determined. And now we are holding a support above 26,200. So now 26.2 can kind of prop you up here a bit. All right? You got a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It's very unlikely because there's the bearish divergence and there's a chance that doesn't play out. It's so high risk. It's for the high risk roller, baby. You know what I mean? But I also like that we broke above that point of control. So we got two things going for us. Regardless of what the market looks like per se, we do have two things going for us. All right. Hold on, one thing I want to do. And then I got to get to the news for you. I'm always confused why hold on one second. I'm thinking of taking this trade. It's super high risk. It's so contrary to the market, you know? And we're so flat right now. I just really like previous resistance became new support. I like that SR flip right there, you know? But again, it's very likely we get stopped out, and I can risk such a small amount to take a shot at the trade. That's why I really like it, you know? What I don't understand, though, is 26,168. $26,518. Huh. I'm trying to figure out why the math it's bugging me out right now. Stop loss 0.2% to gain 1. That's almost a 6-to-1 reward ratio. 26,222. Oh, that's why. All right, I'm bugging out. You got to put the entry at the right place, Bubbo. I'd like it to come down first to the bottom of the channel, honestly. That makes it real high risk. See? This now makes it real high risk. And what I like about it too is you can raise your leverage when you're playing with a smaller, tighter area because, you know, you're not trying to risk that much. So $26, $118. Look at that pump too, and you'd be in the money right now. It's like it looks like I pump Bitcoin because like I'm talking about entering a trade and then it pumps. It's like, you know, now we're back above the 300 again, and we got some momentum on these Stokes. So I wanted to go over super. Usually I just go over everyone's super chats too. I want you to know that, guys. When Bitcoin's just moving, interesting. We watch a lot of Bitcoin price action here on the live. Still says we're going higher, baby. Like, has not changed, right? Looks like it's gonna happen off stream technically, if we do get the move. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Where we all from? I haven't done a roll call in a long time. Tell me what country you're from, baby. Goodbye, rocket ship. All right. More FTX FUD, huh? Eh. That makes sense. I'm loading now, but will increase position adds as price drops. It's a good place to short. You're starting even more bearish div. But that's the thing, man. They want everyone to short. Where's everybody from? Australia, Daradia, Thailand, West Virginia, sweet Singapore, Georgetown, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Canada, Bristol. Sandwich, get the energy. Let's go, Miami, baby. Tony Rosas, baby. Let's go. Dade County, 305. Stack McChange in the house. And shout out to everybody here. Amsterdam, Netherlands, Texas, baby. Portugal. Portugal's beautiful, man. You're probably loving that. Caledonia, my man. Brazil, Dade County, 305. Another one. Belgium, Jefferson, Indiana, Antarctica, beyond the wall. Woo. Born on Poland, grew in UK, live in Germany. India, Poland, Australia, Lithuania, Washington, Bomber Roll Tide, Greece, Kazakhstan, Portugal, another one. Australia, you should get a Portugal lifer meetup. Seems like you guys would find each other. Bro. Boom. Boom. And you know, Sammy did get in there, up 9% on the trade, already up $20, the fastest $20 you could make to the upside, right? Bang, 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 up 16% now. Banging on them to the upside at 77% levy lev. And there you have it. Now holding a gain of 12% for Bitcoin. All right. Dude, we did 'ems. We finally got it. Are we going to continue, though? Is it sustainable? It may be because we broke the previous level now. We closed the candle above that level. 5-minute candle at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And we should be seeing the short squeeze on the liquidations here. We're getting them. We waited all day for this, it felt like. It's disgusting being this accurate. I'm just disgusted at myself for being this accurate. It's just disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gross. I'm grossly accurate. No, I shouldn't be like, I'm sorry. I got to remain humble, man. When you're not humble, the devil gets you. Dear Lord, thank you for the wins that you give me live on camera. Thank you for my ability to display my education and have it actually play out. Please don't help me get a big head and show off. Help me stay humble. Help me stay true to who I am and help me stay, true to myself. Amen. So there you go. And again, just like that, you're back to square one, They're pumping and dumping the price all day long today. So, but it was fast money. That was a fast 20%er, right? They could be enticing shorts with the bearish divvy. Just trying to juice you in. I just wanted to see a candle close above 25.3 and hold. Just not, they don't want to give it to us. They don't want to give it to us. You know. Anyway, shout out to anyone that got a rush there out of that quick trade to the upside. If you move the stop loss to break even fast enough, you made money. All right. Just don't say, yeah. Amen, brother. Appreciate that. Sam, how do you pick your leverage? I see CCT 3700. Is it random or do you do the math? I'm looking at the risk the whole time, at how much I want to risk of the portfolio. Yeah. I'm looking at the portfolio and the risk. I'm like, well, how much do I want to risk for how much do I want to gain? To me, the leverage, and then I'm changing the leverage just to kind of see how much I want to put in and how much I want to gain. You know, I'm looking at the risk the whole time though. Like I'm right here setting the stop loss. See it like when I'm raising the leverage here. So like I'll bring this up and it's like, okay, I could lose 200 to gain 400. Like in that trade, this specific trade, and I could raise the leverage. Now I could lose 476 to gain 9, you know, I could lose way more now, but I could gain more. Now I could bring this back down. Like where do I, you know, how much, you know, how much do I want to get out of the trade? What do I want to get out of it? Do I want to use a small amount to try to make 47 bucks? Do I want to use a big amount to make 100 bucks? And so I'm just, you know, to me, I'm just moving this around and moving this around, but I'm just looking at this the whole time. The number that I'm risking and and this number could change as I go up or down, right? The best I can get is to go all the way, right? That's the best I could possibly get. The most I could make is $1,000, right? If that trade went well, like, but it's like you'd have to go full port and risk the entire portfolio to do that. Risk, you know, I basically right here, I'd risk 457. I have to go full port right there. So it just, yeah. Yeah, so it's all about the risk. I don't really, you know, usually I'm sitting somewhere here at 69. Sorry, I just, stupid, man. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, bearish divvy. Now you get the resistance. The 1 hour wants to bring you down. We tried so hard to get above 26.3. It looks like it's now resistance. Almost like we can stop playing this game now. Technically, it's still a breakout, though, of this flag. You know. And you're still in this, like, little, basically, this little, like, you know, ascending triangle. They're toying around, man. They're like, they're waiting for me to get off the live, and then they're going to do something. They're like, this guy's giving away our secrets too much. We can't seem to bring the market up or down until he's gone, you know. Let's take a look at XLM and APE and break down into the news. See what's happening in the news today. Make sure we're not missing anything, because you guys spend a lot of time in the charts with me. We got to get our heads up out of the sand for a second and see what's happening. Let's bring that music down for a quick second. Donnie. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I bring you the Crypto Lifer Show, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. It's a 3 to 5 minute segment where we break down the news right now, and we're going to show you what's happening through Web3, FinTech, and more. BNB's, we're going to start today with this article right now. BNB's chain layer 2 network up, BNB goes live. The Ethereum virtual machine compatible L2 chain scalable solution based on Optimism OP stack expands the BNB chain ecosystem to provide cheaper gas fees for projects. So now BNB is going to have the pancake swap and all that, and then you're going to have access to OP swap. So why would you even use Ethereum? It's almost like, you know, I'm telling you right now, they could easily corner the market here. They did it with pancake swap, in my humble opinion, when fees were just too high to use Ethereum. So pay attention to this, okay? Pay attention to this. Let's go back the other way. Beleaguered Gemini earn customers will be made nearly whole. DG, DCG, and Genesis say about remuneration plan. A filing on Wednesday states that if the assorted creditor group votes through the proposed deal, then Gemini Earn users are estimated to recover approximately 95 to 100% of their claims. Cryptocurrency lending operation Genesis and its parent company Digital Currency Group said that over 230,000 retail creditors who use Gemini's Earn program stand to be made nearly whole under a proposed remuneration deal to be voted later this year. So you'll get your money back, hopefully, if you're in Gemini. No guarantees, but it looks like we may, right? Ripple will do 80% of its hiring this year outside of the U.S. Brad Garlinghouse said the firm will look into hiring in countries where there's regulatory clarity. Of course, they're going to have to build. Why would you hire, and why would an employee want to work for you if they could get harassed or watch their boss get harassed or watch all this stuff go on? So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Crypto Muser Farms, dude. I love this, dude. Oh, my God. You're going to start the channel? Oh, my. Hold up, everyone. We got to go to this channel, Crypto Muser Farms, man. Dude, he's already doing it. He's got the shorts going. Dude. And I was already up at the farm. You're going to see me at the farm. We're going to actually do episodes on the farm. These are my guys, man. I love these guys. These are my guys. Compositing his life on a farm. Amen. Amen. They got the gator. They're doing them. Oh, wow. So they're going to make a composite place. Composting. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying, yeah, composting. Yeah, they're going to make a nice compost spot. And Anthony, ex-Marine, man, grinding. Look, look how they're building. They're using the natural wood around them to just make these makeshift walls here. So cool. And I love going up to this place, man. Shout out to Muser.
On your farm, I'll tell you what, is if you can't get a nice,
guy.
Four-wheeler or, ATV or whatever they use, this John Deere six-wheeler with the dump is probably the best investment we ever made on this farm so far. Because the amount of shit that you can do with this,
Beep.
with the dump, moving shit around, moving logs around, brush, I mean, everything. It's because it's 16 acres, which is not a lot, but it's
enough,
man.
If
you're walking around, it's a lot. you know? So you be able to get around and move things around with this thing is like unbelievable. Like when we had just the wheelbarrows before, it was like just wheelbarrowing.
Wow, this is amazing, man. Crypto, my man. But he loves XRP, by the way. Anyway, listen. Thank you so much for watching the news segment. I do the news every single day. Come back for more. And I also go over Bitcoin Live. We just made a live trade. Check it out. I can't wait to see you there. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, nights at 8 p.m. And I even do quick little updates in the morning on Saturday and Sundays in the morning. So get ready for that. I can't wait to see you. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, over and out. Crypto Muser Farms, man, I love it. The second I saw it, I knew exactly what the angle was going on. Dude, there's just too much money out here. Farmers curse a lot. That's what happens, man. There's too much money out here with these shorts, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Sam, my man, can you check out STORJ for me? Shout out to Stas. We'll take a look at STORJ. And send in your super chats for TA and deep dive, everybody. Wow, that inverted head and shoulder is still pushing on Filecoin to the upside here. So another up and down spike action in the last 15 minutes for Bitcoin, getting more bearish divergence, as you can see, likely to drop to the downside. Now it's very likely we're going to get the short to the bottom of the channel here. We held out. The liquidity's still holding, though. Very, very weird. Again, it's not 100%. It's like 90. So 10% of the time, we may not hit that liquidity. Let's take a look at Filecoin here, XLM, USDT. On MEXC. And remember, MEXC is the place to be. That is where I'm doing all the trading. That's where I'm showing you the futures. And why do I like MEXC? Well, let's head on over to it and show you why. 0 spot maker and taker fees, 0% future maker and 0.1% taker fees if you jump in and out with a limit order. Look, they even have non-seasonal adjusted API rate. They show you what happened, the actual and the established. They give you good information. I absolutely love them. Blow my mind. So check them out. You can trade spot, where you can DCA into coins that you really appreciate. I like to DCA all the time into something that I'm holding long term, especially on a kind of red or a sideways day. Like I really like Wild. It's a coin that I really, really, really like. And I've been buying like $250 of it just whenever I think about it. You know what I mean? And now let's see how much Wild. I haven't even thought about it. How much Wild that I got now? I got almost $4,000. And every couple of days I just buy $250. I don't really think much about it. Okay, if it's a red day, I buy way more. You know what I mean? But I just accumulate some Wild, right? When no one else is paying attention, and I just keep grabbing a little bit more Wild. Now I got exactly 4,200,000. I got 20,000 Wild. Wild goes to $1, that'll be $20,000. I'll 5x that $4,000, and use that for some type of maybe a real estate down payment. I like to move money into the crypto. I like to 10x it, 20x it, 30x it, 50x it, 100x it, and then I like to move it out. Put that money into down payments during the bear market into real estate. Once the real estate kicks in, the real estate's fixed. If there's any fixes, by the time the bull market pulls in, money's coming in from the real estate. I like to reinvest the rents back into the bear markets, right? And then just recycle that money. And so just cycle the money from one market to the next and kind of swing it into cash flow. And honestly, that's, you know, and again, I've just started doing that with my first real estate purchase, but this is the new idea. This is my new plan. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I am just learning how to grow my money, man, because eventually you'll make enough of it if you're lucky. And if you have more than you can spend, you're going to have to learn how to manage it properly. You know, you give it to a money manager, you know, do whatever makes you happy. I've been kind of, you know, managing my money since day one, so I like to do that on my own, right? But you do whatever makes you happy. Let's take a look at XLM. Stellar Lumens here on MEXC. Yeah. And let's see here. On the 3-day, double-click this. So the last time someone asked me about it, it looked somewhat bullish for a bounce to the upside. Look at that. It hit the target of 12%. See that? Someone had asked about, maybe I was on the live, and I said, hey, and then it got above the point of control. That was a trade that basically came right to the target. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful trade for Stellar Lumens. And what you could do is you could find that timestamp. I'm pretty sure it's timestamped. See if I even put it out to the trading group. But lately it's been a lot of asks on the live. Another thing I want my students to do, search the trading group a lot. Search, you know. If you're in a coin and you want a setup, look if I've put a setup out for it recently. Look at possible SR flip of the 4-hour 9-6. I gave you this trade right here beautifully. Right there, look, stop loss, everything. That was given in my trading group, and that's why I love the trading group. Look at that. Banged on them. Like, look at that. Supporter, it did exactly, that was the perfect place to enter the trade. I can teach you how to do this. Look, the stochastics were low. MACD was showing signs. Previous resistance became support. SR flipping. Once you get above this POC, you're gone. I knew that we were right near that point of control. Dude, gave the entry at, what, 1172? And this thing was gone. That was on 9-6 for gains of 12.94%. And it only took like, I don't know, 20 hours or something like that. That's a beautiful call. You get calls like this all the time in my trading group for $99 a month, which is $3 a day. If you pay in cryptocurrency, we'll knock it off to $270. I even teach a class the last Saturday of every month. I'm about to make it bi-weekly, bi-monthly at least, like every 2 weeks, and up the ante. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens again. What I do is I always kind of redo it. I'm not afraid to redo my work over and over again. So I know we got a bottom here for Stellar at 7.3, all right? I know that we have another resistance area here. We bounce, and we're a resistance right here. Resistance, resistance, and resistance. I know we have a key bounce area here and a resistance right there too as well, all right? Bit of a cup with a handle, Sammy Cup and Hattie for Stellar Lumens, all right? We know we bounced all the way to like a previous low. If we lost this level, we were going lower, but so far we have bounced. And then this area too is previous supportive resistance, which is the POC. That's why I just didn't put a line there. But I can double the line up. But it's the point of control, okay? 1135. So now let's see. We got this new trend. We got this trend line that I feel like we broke. So you broke trend. And you had hit that trend line since July. And you finally broke it. So bullish sign, you broke out. All right. That was the trade I put out on the smaller time frame. But the daily now wants to come down. You see this? So looks like you're making some type of falling wedge. Trying to make sense of this. Attempting to make sense of this. Moving averages are far apart. Says you're going to come back down to the 200 SMA. Almost says that you're in a bigger channel then. Chance you didn't leave the channel. Oh, I got a doctor's appointment today. I got that tick bite. I took all the pills I was supposed to take. Now they're going to check my blood and tell me whether the stuff worked or not. You know what I mean? I actually have to start my own, I'm going to take my own, an organic Lyme disease protocol on my own, organic, which is oregano oil and some other different things that I actually read a whole study on. And again, don't quote me on it. Do your own thing. I'm not trying to be a doctor. Do whatever you want. But it said that it was better than because your gut health gets destroyed by antibiotics. That's why it was so much better to use the natural herbs. You know what I mean? Because antibiotics just destroy your gut health, and then your immune system is in your gut. So like they give you these things to make you better, but in turn they can make you worse because they can destroy your immune system by destroying your gut, you know? Stellar Lumens to me looks like it's going to slowly come down into this golden pocket, maybe even the 706. Heavy resistance for it there at 1340, you know, and come back down maybe for a possible double bottom here, or triple bottom even at, you know, 1137. The daily suggests that you go lower. And the 200 SMA would be likely the dump part. So, and then maybe a bigger move to the upside. I saw Ape coin out of the corner of my eye. Let's take a look at Ape. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 504 people. Thank you for jumping on in. It's funny how exactly at 12 people just bounce, even though there's more to be had here. So funny. Like I'm still here, but 170 people just disappeared. It's so funny. You might see the perfect trade at the end of the night, you know. So remember, I saw ApeCoin as in a basically going further down. You saw that? And because it was like, you know, it had to break back above that level. It did not. It went further down. I mean, the only people into this are the people that were so into Ape. You know what I mean? So you have to believe that NFTs are coming back. And NFTs are, for me, they're the last thing to come back. Like, first thing, Bitcoin pumps. Then some altcoins come back, like, you know, like Matic. You know, Ethereum, and then some DeFi starts to move, then some gaming coins, and then people start looking at NFTs, and then for me, it's the last thing to go, you know, to get a pump, really. So you're still at the edge of this level, not a really strong divergence. This thing could just be getting rug pulled. I mean, I'm not saying the team is rug pulling, I'm sorry, but, you know, you're going lower, man. And what's going to save this? I don't know. People right now got this for free, and they didn't take any money. Now they're in the middle of a bear market. Some of them have no money left, and they still have like a couple grand in their maybe, you know, and they're just like, you know what, I'm just going to take this grand, you know? So I believe people are just like, they're kind of defeated, you know? They're pretty beat up right now. To me, ApeCoin's got to, you know, for now, ApeCoin's got to get back above $2 to even begin to be considered a swing long for me. So you got a bullish div and you get a bounce. But you're high risk trading now. You're trying to, you know, what I say, you're trying to scrape gum off the bottom of the street. Like you want to trade the lowest of the lows. It's extremely oversold. It could be making a shoulder. It could be doing this. Making some type of inverted, break back up to the 200 SMA. That's what I'm saying. Let it curve, make the divergence, break up, do this. Let it get back above at least 145 first on a retest in a week or two from now. Unless you love this project and you think it's the bee's knees and you believe these are the greatest prices ever, which I'm not about ApeCoin. So again, that's why there's no such thing as a financial advisor, really, because I will never feel the same about a coin that you will feel. And I'll never want to DCA the way you may want to DCA. We may feel the same at certain times, but it may never be sustainable for a long period of time, right? So I can't make your decisions. You can't make mine. We don't know what each of us are, you know, fully, and we don't know what each of us could fully handle too. Like, you know, I don't know what type of risk you can get yourself involved in. I know what type of risk I can get myself involved in, but that's it, right? So anyway, let's get back into the chat. I believe there's one more super chat. Atropa, which someone was asking about, it continued to pump, and Atropa was for DAI on Pulse Chain. Ton, please, Sam. I actually did want to go over ton on my own, so I appreciate you bringing that up. We're in the Discord as your list of coins you're building bags of. Another congratulations. Thank you to you and the life for all your hard work. I mean, I've said it before, what I'm building bags of. I don't think I've posted it recently. You know what I mean? But I recently did post I'll put a list of all the coins I have and how much I got of them. I'll put it out to the group. I just got to sit down and go over it. But the main ones, and I don't accumulate tons of coins, you know. Casper was one of them for a while. I ain't bouncing, but I hope Bitcoin does. You're funny. Now, there you go. To the downside. That's what you wanted. You know, you broke the trend now. You had bearish div all over the place, right? Fine, you could say, okay. And the moving averages were getting far apart. Like, you're likely to come down now to the bottom of the channel. See? This is a bigger shape. And you have this trend line too here, see? Technically like a bearish divergence. And you lost, you know, you couldn't get above. If we had closed the candle of 26.3, I would have long, baby. But it was just, you know, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. We wanted it. It looked great. They toyed with us. It was good for the show. You know what I mean? But it created some good, you know, some good buzz for like anticipation, right? Let's take a look at STORJ from my man Stas. And shout out to the fan funding. God bless you all. We got God is Love. We got Carlos Alejandre. We got Worldwide 1873. And we got Stas holding me down. We got Brad LeBlanc, Bryson Gonzalez, Zachariah, El Hamdawi, my man. I guess USDC. And we got Crypto Bob. I can't say it because it could come up. But can you check 8, please? I hope everyone's having a great day of joy and happiness. God bless you. Thank you. Let's take a look at Atropa, Ton, and STORJ. Well, we didn't hit the level of liquidity that BOOKMAP gave us. I'm like in shock. It was like one of the first days we didn't hit it, right? I'm like, but still, we still may hit it. Just because we didn't hit it yet, we still may hit it. STORJ. I see. I'm always typoing, and then I can't. Funny how your mind sees what you want it to see until no, that's not right. All right, man. And this coin also was on our list for token metrics, and there it goes, bouncing to the upside, banging on them. And it's up a total of 17% STORJ. All right. And you can see I'd have it in this little, I drew this little thing to the upside STORJ. Is it going to continue? The 1 hour says it has legs. You know, you're starting to get a bearish div here. Just heed that as that slides up. And the 4 hour time frame is also getting very overbought. But wow, what a move to the upside. Hello. You want to announce? Why? Why do you make a face?
It's 12:30.
Why are you making a face? Wow, STORJ bounced to the upside nicely. Look, caught the 21-day moving average, low stochastic. I didn't love the structure of this. It was more of a symmetrical. But wow, I mean, that thing just did damage. And then if you missed the first play, you just channel it into this one and you get the second one. This thing looks like it has legs to continue. Watch the smaller time frames. I would start taking some profits off the table as the 4 hours getting high. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame though. Daily still has a little legs. You know, daily's getting a little high. 3 days still has some more movement. Wow, massive move for STORJ on the daily though. And yeah, I like what I'm seeing there. Getting overbought. A little bit of divergence there, and the MACD just extended too. So, you know, a few more. I'd watch smaller time frames for little flags, see what more you can push out of it. But to me, it tells me I would be taking profits out of this with a happy 19% gains and moving on. STORJ is also on the radar on token metrics. You'll get the proper list every single Monday, and then I go over it again on Thursday in the weekly screen share with the trading group. So we give you the info that matters. Let's take a look at Ton, which is, I like to call it the onion relayer, but that's not what it is. But it's the Telegram, right? Wow, the daily's about to pump. Like, look at this. So, and I have it in a flag, a messy flag. Let's like redo this. So again, it's my trading style strikes again. You pull a fib. You didn't get to the 618, but you did interact with what? The 21-day moving average. And you got this beautiful falling wedge, which breaks up. That says you're going to continue. So what I do is I like to find setups like this. Lack of bearish momentum, about to get the cross, everything looking good. You want to see if you can get above a high volume node. You did that. Says you can get the volume area highs and continue to your next resistance points, which is about 246, right? 250 area. So, and there's a big node right there and a POC, 237 even. This suggests we're going to go there. So once I see that the bigger time frame AOKs me for a move, I have to have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. I'm in an uptrend to the upside. My Tristan Tate, my Andrew Tate. Hi, my name's Andrew Tate. I was trying to do the Tate. My brother, my father would tell you. My father was a chess player. So look, I mean, this is the flag you're looking for. So you're looking for the 4-hour to reset. You're looking for price action to interact with 182, right? You're looking for the stochastics to reset. And you're looking for some type of, continuation. Now, there's a chance we open it up. And we're doing this. And we come down. And so I see this as a bigger channel for, I love this channel because I could take random price action and just turn it into something that someone else may never have seen before with the crazy beautiful bond, right? So I rustle the crow's feather with my beautiful mind. It's up for you to define. Deny parole, get used to the time. Not call and collect, not using a dime. You were sinister stuck and get carried away like the wind to a Dutch. Smoke it quickly, choke it sickly, and finish it up. Now smell the stench of a roach. You stayed waiting, staying benched by the coach in the rain, drenched in a trench coat. You stayed waiting, drenched. Hold on. You stayed waiting on the bench, drenched in the rain in a trench coat. Come on, man. Whatever, man. Anyway, this thing looks like it could continue. I like what I'm seeing here for ton. And a Tropa, last but not least, on deck screener. I got the dog hairs in my nose now. They getting to me. Don't you go saying I'm doing that sniff. I don't do that. I don't do that. You don't do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. This thing just continues to move, huh? Wow. I wish it had kept my, but we last went over this. I feel like it was like this. It was somewhere down in here, right? We had pulled the Fibonacci. It come back to the 786 and then bomb. Look at it. You just buy a 786. You pull a fib and buy the 786, get paid. Isn't that amazing? Now the impulse really started here. This is your impulse here. Basically hit the 786 again. Now I don't want to cheat it, but yeah, it got really close. Hit the 706. And that's another bounce. That thing could continue to the upside. Look for it to consolidate. Something like this. If we can hold trend, it's going to continue. If it breaks trend, right? It's going to come bounce off one of these areas here. Daly's getting overbought. Expect a pullback. See that? Yeah, so it's likely you get like some type of, pullback here. But that's interesting. That thing has just been booming. It's up huge since we went over it on the live. It's very liquidity. Market cap's 50 million. It's very small still. I don't know anything about it. We talked about it, but I don't know if I was able to fully deep dive it. Did it have like a website? Yeah, it's weird. See how it's like trades on PulseX, but I didn't get like a website on it. Looks like it's like a pool. Thing is just banging though. We did find it somewhere around here. It's like it went from wow. I mean, it's up 4x and pumping hard now. If it breaks out of here, look for the retest and the continuation, I may be wrong with my consolidation, but it just looks like it has to consolidate. 1.3 million in volume at $49 million market cap. Die and a Tropa trade on Pulse X. Interesting. All right, everyone, I'm out for the day. Let's break down. Let's look at Bitcoin one more time before I jump on out of here. Let's see what's happening. Wow, we got back above the range. Dude, if you had told me that, I would have... wow. Hold up. See, this changes, like... This little channel never gave up, man. I tell you, it's really strange we didn't hit the liquidity. They're back at the liquidity again. They're trying to knock on this door again. This is crazy. We're back at 26,309. They keep coming to the same area the entire stream. Every 15 minutes, the market maker hits 309 and then drops it. But if we get above it, it's like we're going to go to this key level here. And everyone's been watching the stream all day. 26.8, 26,660 now, 26,800. Okay. See it right there?
So one of two things can happen. We gotta wait to see if it breaks out of the channel, right?
Don't disrespect me like that.
If it breaks out of the channel, it's gonna go up.
Don't you disrespect me. Well, there we go. See, now if this is what we want. Yeah, there it goes. And watch it just go all the way up now and just liquidate everybody. Here's the short liquidate. We've been waiting the whole live stream for this, so you got to give me like. We've been waiting the whole live stream for this. I know you're pregnant, my love. You want to announce?
No,
You just did.
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
You just did. You want to announce?
I'm hungry.
Oh no, a hungry pregnant woman. You know how many nights I'm sitting there with like tons of money in a trade and she tells me she's hungry and I have to act like the trade doesn't matter and take my family out and just like look at my phone in the bathroom, you know, while I make them hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I can't let them know I'm doing it because I have to make sure that they're getting everything they need while I'm giving everything they need. Trading life is hard, man. It's not easy being a trader, Dad. It's not. It's really not. The other day I had to close a trade at lunch and she told me I wasn't paying attention to her. You know what I mean? And I don't normally trade at lunch. You know what I mean? I don't know. Shout out to Birria Tacos, man. Some Mexican food. I'm hungry too. Told you yesterday she was pregnant. How did you know? Deathwish Gaming. Shout out to everybody here. God is love, my man. Look at the cast chart. I know. I'm just so sad. You know. And look, if you just long the low stochastics, long there. 7 minute is just a great long the 7 minute stochastics. Look, this is a W. See this? We closed a 7 minute candle above resistance. We didn't do that all day. We finally did it. Liquidity. Give me liquidity. D. Give me the liquidity, please. I want to move all these. Give me the liquidity, please. I want the candles. Bring it to your knees. Never stop. Go deep. On lowly. Keep it flowing in the rolly. The guys got me bugging. 30-second chart wants it like a wombat. You know what I mean? They want these shorts so bad today. Like someone's coming for them. Someone's coming for these shorts, and it's gonna be me. I'm coming for your coming for your shorts. I'm coming for your coming for your shorts. I'm coming for your shorts. Coming for your I'm coming for you. It doesn't sound right. Like I'm coming for your shorts. It sounds horrible. Like it sounds ridiculous. I'm a trader. I'm coming for shorts. Look at this dude. This is crazy. Boom. Now we get it. Now we walk it. Now we get it. Now we walk it. I did enter a trade right there too. It was so crazy. 69 left. It's not working out though. It's too fast, man. It's too fast. They want that 26.5 though, and then that 26.8. Telling you, they want it bad. This is crazy. I'm trying to get off the live stream and I can't. I'm trying to get out of here, but I can't. Price action won't let me leave. The target's 26,420, but the target, I mean, you can see, we've been showing you the liquidity all day, man.
I'm getting really.
You're getting really angry.
Yeah.
Why?
Your mom's coming tomorrow and your sisters are
Because my mom's coming tomorrow and my sister's coming today?
tomorrow. And I
Oh,
need
tomorrow.
help, and you know that.
Will you guys do a gender reveal live? Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
What will we tell the doctor right now? His face.
That's how Lifer came. That's how Lifer got pregnant. He came for her shorts and took them. That's not right.
That was a good one. You should be a comedian.
You should be a comedian. 420, let's go. Master friend in the house. Master friend in the leverage trade. He'll show you how to do it. 200x, babe. He got it low. He got it locked. He's the one to get you going, baby, yeah. What? I'm gonna start an R&B thing, you know? I got this, baby. I got this. Look. I got a baby in my baby. I got a baby in my baby. She's my baby with my baby. I got a baby, baby. And you're wearing red. She got that fire on. She tried to
I need
tell
your
me
help.
stop.
This is what you're
I got to
doing.
mow the lawn. I'm a
asked you.
big dad and suburban man. I keep it moving, man. I got 3 kids, a clan.
So we have, I have things to do, Sam. Come on, this is ridiculous.
All right. Everyone, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. There's a chance this 30, don't get off the 30-second chart. Don't be on the 30-second, but there's a chance this is retesting now for a massive pump to the upside. They want the shorts. We broke above 26,300, the key area that we needed to break back above to remain bullish. As long as Bitcoin stays above 26.3, I see no reason not to stay long. So I would long that. I would long this as long as we stay above 26.3. The second we go below it, I wouldn't long anymore. And that's where I'm at. I believe the bookmap suggests and portrays that we are going to get to 26.8 today. Wednesdays, baby, Wednesdays. Expansion. It's an expansion day. Middle of the month.
Let's go, Sam.
SMC.
Sam, it's 12:30.
All right. Everybody, God bless you all. Thank you so much for being with me. And the livers will catch you on another beautiful live stream. I just want to be there for them all day long, every day. I feel weird leaving during price action. What an amazing live stream. God bless you all. Thank you for kicking it with me. And I'll catch you on the next live. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I love you all. Thank you. To the man, I didn't blow you a kiss. Why'd you just look at me like that? It made me insecure. You made me feel insecure. But you made me feel insecure in front of everybody like that. Like, you made me feel this little, like, so small, like, in front of everybody like that. The trade's going well, babe. I'm winning the trade, babe. I'm winning the trade. Oh my God, the mic's still on.
Bye.